Okay, folks, this is just a little review of getting to your blog, working on your blog, and editing your blog. So here's how we begin. First, when you open a new tab on your Chrome, make sure that you're logged into Chrome. And if you are, you will recognize that because you can see your login identity right here. So as long as you're there, you're going to be good. And then, of course, we're just going to go to Blogger. And Blogger is connected to your account. It's just not necessarily easy to find in your tools. And then as I go there, it's automatically going to log me into my account because I'm logged in already through my browser. So as you can see, here's my account. If you've started your blog, you're going to see it there. The names of if you can have your blogs are going to be there. If you have multiple blogs, they'll be listed and you'll have to pick which one you're going to work on. But in this case, I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to remind you that you're going to work on your blog. So you can actually go to view your blog if you can't remember what it looks like, and look at your layout and get ready to start. Okay, notice if you notice how it's opened a new tab up here. Yeah, so you just see where it is. So I'm going to go back, and if you're ready to work, there are lots of things you can do. Remember that you can have multiple pages for your blog if you so wish. You can control your layout, how your blog looks. And remember, this is all about customization. You can actually decide what things look and set it up here. So like if I have this header, I can actually edit my header by adding a description here. I can actually choose an image to go up there that I create, and it should be something you create. You can't really borrow other people's stuff here, and there's lots of ways you can create it. Remember, you know how to take screenshots. Remember, you know how to use your camera to film, to make something, to mash things together. So you can actually do that. So you can actually create and modify the content of how it looks. You can add gadgets, and gadgets are really kind of cool because there's sidebars where there's other content, and you can always add that content and edit that content right here. So that's under layout. Theme, of course, is how the overall appearance of your blog is. And of course, you have more choices here than they gave you at the beginning. They're kind of sneaky like that. So you can actually go more, or you can actually go back and kind of modify your own. You can do that. Under settings, keep in mind that there's things that you might want to modify or change here. And when we're totally done, under other, if we don't like what you got, we can delete it and start all over. But that would be under settings and other. But we're going to start there with our basics. So basically, we're going to go back here to our blog again. I'm going to look at it and see if I like what I like. If I don't, I'll modify it. But I'm going to go back to my basic overview. And notice I've got 1 or 2 entries. I'm going to add a new post. And every time, you should have 2 to 3 individual posts. But with each post, you need to have the following: a title that you cover, some narrative content, added materials. You should have links to outside content. That means like websites that you reference. So if I'm talking about something and I highlight a word, I can then link it to a website outside of my content. I can add pictures, which I'm going to do. I can add video content of my own. And if I'm going to embed content, remember, I'm going to click HTML and paste my copied embed code from the video that's already created. I can also upload my video to my YouTube channel and do the same. So you've got a lot of options there, guys. Remember that anytime you work on your stuff, you're going to save it. And when you're ready to go to press, you can publish it. It's good to add details like labels and to your content so that people can find it. All of that is part of what you create, and Mrs. Dink will get in and tap and look at your stuff. So you want to always have title content. Think about your posts. Those posts should be under a specific subject matter. So for example, if I'm going to talk about holiday cooking, because holidays are my it's about holidays are kind of miserable and tough sometimes, I'm going to have all kinds of things connected about that subject. And then when I'm ready to go, I will save and publish. Save and publish. Keep in mind that as long as I save, nobody can see it. It's only when I go to publish that it becomes part of my content here. Okay, so that's lesson number 1, logging in and beginning each post.